Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. Listen, I'm going to call this the iPhone 5 unboxing video. Although, truthfully, I've had the phone out of this box since yesterday, last evening. Most of you know that I kind of had a, how can I put this, a bit of a chubby for Verizon and their apparent willingness to fork over our metadata to the federal government without warrant or any of that stuff, that as far as I know. Now, I do realize that they all did it. Every one of them. Every one of them assisted the federal government in spying on the American people. That's right. You know, and I know there's going to be a few people out there that says, well, but if they just catch one terror cell, spying on us is okay. You know what? No, it's not. That's tyranny. That's the kind of stuff that the old Soviet bloc would do. You know, and I am not going to be part of it. Now listen, here's what I did. Here's the thing, because this story gets somewhat interesting. Okay, because I called to, I don't know, shall we say, extract a pound of flesh, just because I felt the need to let them know how displeased I was. Now remember, my contract with Verizon didn't end until towards the end of next month. Okay, towards the end of next month, my contract with Verizon was no longer. So I still had a little time to go. So I called them. Oh, and truthfully, too, I was having some difficulty with my Droid X2, which was always a hunk of junk. From the first time I laid hands on it, it was a hunk of junk. So I called Verizon and laid into them just a little. Just a little. I mean, I should say laid in's probably not the right way to put it. I expressed my displeasure with them cooperating with the Obama administration's spying program, you know, on the American people, you know, on me, you know. So, to be honest with you, my intentions were not to leave Verizon, okay? They were just to say, you know what, Verizon, don't pull this shit. I don't want to hear that everybody else pulled it, but don't pull it. Well, here's the thing. So I called this guy, customer service at Verizon, and this guy literally from Jump Street went on the defensive. And not only on the defensive, but started making excuses and started blaming the media, which is hilarious considering how much the media covers for the Obama administration, and basically tried his best to make themselves out to be the victims. Okay, well, you know, all right. By the things he was saying, I could tell that this had been a rehearsed script. So I guarantee you that all of the customer service representatives at Verizon had been schooled on exactly what they needed to say to people just like me. Okay? Unfortunately, people just like me aren't all that common. So I started saying to him, I go, really, you're gonna start blaming others, you're gonna start blaming the media, you're gonna try to tell me that it was okay, what you did wasn't wrong, it was blown out of proportion by the media, blah 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 blah. I think you got a little flustered with me. I think you got just a little flustered with me. And, you know, some people may say, well, yeah, but you were being a dick because, you know, he's just a customer service rep. Well, he is the representative of that corporation. The corporation that handed over lots and lots of evidence. Now, evidence isn't the right word to use. Lots and lots of data, metadata, on their, basically their customers. Me. And anybody that was with Verizon. So, you know, he's their representative. So, irregardless, he got his ass chewed. So, here's where he made his mistake. This is why, by the way, like I said, I had no intentions of ever getting rid of my Droid. None. Zero. Less than zero. Well, I should say... Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It was a hunk of shit, wasn't really working right. But I had no intentions of really leaving Verizon. I was initially pissed off, that's true. Okay, now here's the thing. Here's where he made his mistake. This is where his training as a customer service rep failed him miserably. Dealing with somebody like me is not very easy, I will admit, because when I'm pissed off, I am freaking pissed off. And sometimes it's best if you just lay back and take it. You know, just lay back and take it, let me finish my business, and then I'll be out of your hair. Simple as that. I'll feel better. Everybody's happy. Well, no, that's not what happened. This guy, now I don't know, to be honest with you, I'm assuming that he had my information up in front of him, but maybe not. I don't really know, but here's where he made his mistake. he said, would you like out of your contract early? And it was the way he said it. Kind of, because there's a penalty you pay when you get out of your contract early. And everybody knows that. You have to pay. And, and maybe he did see my information because maybe he was looking at it and said to himself, hey, this guy's only got, less than 2 months, so he's not going to want to pay an out fee. And so I kind of got him over a barrel, so I'm going to give it back to him a little bit. Maybe that's what he's thinking. I really don't know, nor do I give a rat's ass. So he says to me, do you want to just cancel your contract early? And you know what? I was almost like this, it was... I can't even explain the euphoria that I was dealing with at the time. And I said to him, you know what? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I said, I will call you and let you know when I have a new service. And I hung up on him. So I haven't called him yet. Actually, I meant to do it today, but I got sidetracked. But I'm going to go ahead and call him tomorrow and let him know that I am no longer with Verizon. I am with another carrier. And with that other carrier hooked me up with all kinds of good stuff. In fact, not only did I get the iPhone 5, I changed my internet and I changed my phone. So, yeah. Listen, real quick before I forget, those of you who have had in the past, and this is not people who would like to have, but those of you who have had my phone number, my personal cell phone number in the past, if I do not call you in the next, say, week and a half to give you my new phone number, shoot me a PM and say, hey, brother, remember we used to talk and, I kind of like to have your phone number, whatever. A lot of you know I've talked to tons of YouTubers over the years, especially. I don't even know how many, a lot. It's not something I don't go out and I don't put my phone number on blast, but there have been lots of people who over the years have had it. I've given lots of advice and all kinds of stuff, but if I haven't contacted you in like I said, a week and a half to give you my new number in some way, whether that's sending it via PM or calling you or whatever, yeah, just shoot me a note and just say, hey, look, brother, I really still like to have your phone number. I may tell you hell no. You know me, I'm that shy. But anyway, let's open this puppy up. I know I've been rambling out for over 7.5 minutes. Hey, there are tons of iPhone 5 unboxing videos on the internet. So, this is really more of a political statement anyway. So there's the box. In here would have been the phone, but I put I got a cheap case for it. I'm gonna look for a better case, but this is just a cheapie that I got at the store. Tomorrow I'm going out looking for a nice rubberized thing because I drop my phone a lot. Then I'm gonna get some of the clear protectants for this. I mean, I literally got this last night. For those of you who've never seen an iPhone 5 turn on. And you just go like that. I'm doing this through the camera thing. Boom. Now, I have never had an Apple product in my life before this. So now I guess I'm an official Apple fanboy. I would have, I'll be honest with you, I would have went back to Droid. But I got to be honest with you, that Droid X2 was such a hunk of shit from the very beginning, I see absolutely no point in ever going back to Droid. Well, at least not anytime soon. I almost got... a couple of my buddies have that Galaxy, whatever the hell it is. I almost got that, but I thought, you know what, just once in your life get an Apple product. And that way at least you can say, I've had one. So, but anyway, let me lift this. And it's got, and I have not opened it yet. So, I'm guessing that this in here is probably, yeah, just says hello. And just a bunch of bullshit. I probably ought to read this. So anyway, so it's got that information, and then it comes with some earbuds, which are cool, and then it's got the charger. Now this thing will charge up through your computer, or you can plug it in. Either way, it's got a USB cable to hook up to it. And I've not taken those. I don't really plan on taking it out yet until I figure out what app I'm going to use to do music and all that good stuff. But that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything underneath there. The earbuds are in their own little plastic case, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's it. That is pretty much it. Yeah. If any of you have the iPhone 5, let me know what you think of it. I'm kind of curious. I mean, so far, I don't really have any complaints about it. I don't I don't know enough about it yet, to be honest with you. I just really don't. But, yeah, I mean, it seems to be pretty cool. I mean, you know, I haven't used any video, I haven't taken any pictures or anything like that. I want to learn all this stuff before I can do that. I'm a little skeptical about the whole cloud thing. I'm not a big cloud fan. There's just something about having all my information on some kind of remote server somewhere that kind of freaks me out. But maybe, I mean, let me know if you have experience with the cloud. If I should, you know, let me know if you think I should not be freaked out about it. You know, hey. I don't know. I mean, hell, it seems to me they all have our metadata anyway. In fact, I've went around to all my computers that have the camcorders, not the camcorders, the webcams in them, and I've taken Band-Aids. I'm not kidding you. And I've put Band-Aids over the eyes, over the lenses. Yeah, just because it just freaks me out. The stuff that the government's doing is crazy. And I'm sounding like a crazy person even talking about it, but you know, it's the old, I don't remember who said this, but somebody said this, there are no longer any conspiracy theories, there are only conspiracy facts. And there's just something very, very creepy about what the United States government is doing to its people. It's just very, very creepy. And the saddest thing about it is the only way to stop them, literally, is to vote them all out and tell everybody that comes in, you're not going to pull this shit anymore. But, you know, the people in this country are such sheep. As long as they have their free phones and their block of cheese, they're okay. They don't really give a rat's ass what happens. It's really kind of tragic, and it's sad. You know, we're watching our freedoms just erode before our eyes, and the overwhelming majority of the American citizens just don't care. It's amazing to me. It just blows my mind how many people really want tyranny. It just does. It blows my mind. And you know, the sad part about it is it's not my generation that's going to really, really, really suffer on this. It'll be future generations, because we let the whole thing go down the shitter. We're the ones that let our rights erode to the point where the Constitution is worthless. And the Supreme Court, oh my God. I just don't even, that's a wholly different video, wholly separate video, but I will tell you that the Supreme Court, I just can't wrap my head around how little they give a rat's ass about the Constitution. And this is supposedly a conservative, Roberts is supposed to be a conservative? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Just the other day, I heard on the news, there was a case that went to the Supreme Court where a guy got questioned by the police. Now, when he was first questioned, he clammed up. He exercised his Fifth Amendment right not to speak. Now, I don't know, this guy's a dirtbag, not a dirtbag. Makes no difference to me. He was charged eventually with murder. Well, when they got to trial, the prosecutor convinced the judge that his using his Fifth Amendment rights, or in his clamming up, was something that they should be able to use against him. They should be able to let the jury know, hey, when we asked this guy what he knew about this murder, he wouldn't talk. He didn't say anything. He shut up, waited for his attorney. That is an admission of guilt. Well, you know, no, to your commonsensical people, that is basically somebody exercising their Fifth Amendment rights, waiting for their attorney to show up. Well, here's the thing. This happened before he was Mirandized, okay, or read his rights. All right, so the questioning was a friendly questioning, okay? So apparently the prosecutor's argument to the judge was, hey, because he wasn't Mirandized yet, then he didn't have a right to exercise his Fifth Amendment rights, and the judge went along with it. Well, it goes to the Supreme Court. Should be a slam dunk, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Exercising your freedom of rights cannot ever be something that they can hold against you. Exercising your freedom of rights cannot be something that is an indicator of guilt or a crime. It's just amazing to me. So it should be a slam dunk. The Supreme Court of the United States should have looked at that, laughed, and threw it out. But they didn't. They upheld it. So apparently we don't have any rights in this country until the law tells us we do. Until the government tells you you have those rights, you don't actually have them. Because that's the only way you can interpret that. Until you are Mirandized, until a government official tells you that you have a Fifth Amendment right, then you do not have a Fifth Amendment right. It's unbelievable. It's just beyond the pale. I can't even wrap my freaking head around that. On that note, I gotta go. Everybody take care. See ya!